It's the NFL on EA Sports, and we've got the latest chapter of a historic rivalry. It's the New York Jets and the New England Patriots, and it's all just ahead on Madden NFL 25.
Autumn has come to New England. No place like it on earth this time of year. We are at Gillette Stadium in Foxborough, Massachusetts. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Now, Charles, you and I, we've done a lot of games together. Always seems like we're rehashing the same storylines. Turnovers, of course, always a big story. Quarterback play, running backs, yada, yada, yada. But getting ready for this one word kept coming to mind, and that's preparation.
Well, it's critical to be prepared. Physically, mentally. When you think about getting ready for an NFL game, you have to wonder, what will they throw at us that maybe we haven't seen before? 2-minute drill, maybe different things like that. Got to be prepared. You're exactly right.
Joey Sly, the kicker, stands ready, and we are underway in Foxborough. Oh, a good return up past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. So here come the Jets to take over. Led at quarterback by a man back to full health in season number 20 now, and his second one in New York, and that's Aaron Rodgers.
And after an Achilles injury robbed him of playing most of last season, he's hoping this year can set himself up for a possible fairy tale ending in what has been an inevitable Hall of Fame career. We know it won't be easy, but the Jets have great optimism not only for Aaron Rodgers, but for the team. If he plays the full season, they believe they're truly a playoff team.
First carry for the Iowa State man, Breece Hall. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. That's a good way to start the drive, 17 yards and a first down. Well, there you go. This offense off to a strong start this afternoon.
Yeah, with a big run and a first down. That's putting what you practice into play. That's excellent execution to get things started.
So one play, and they're already just shy of midfield. Here's Rodgers to throw. Open man here is Conklin. And a stoppage here. We're going to need to take a moment as a Jet was shaken up on that one. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. Here's 2nd and 7. Give to Hall running right. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
And that's a run that'll energize an offensive line. They'll take that one all day long. Fundamental breakdown by the defense. You've got to be able to make plays on the edge.
Throwing is Rodgers. And nowhere to fit that football in. It's knocked away and incomplete.
This could be the start of a nice stand from this defense now after getting walked backwards on this drive. Come through with another one here, and you have them staring at a 3rd and long, and that puts the defense in a position to dictate to the offense.
Now a 2nd and 10. A give running right is Hall. They'll wind up getting 4 down to the 36.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
They'll need to get it to the 30 for a first. This is 3rd down. Shotgun now for Rodgers. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And out of bounds all the way down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Execution was one of their watchwords leading up to this one. And on that play, able to execute brilliantly here on this opening drive.
1st and goal, a chance for an early statement here on the road. To throw, it's Rodgers. Got a man, it's caught. Touchdown, Jets. Jeremy Ruckert from 3 yards out. And the Jets are on the board first here this afternoon. They're the favorite, no question. And when they score like that on the opening drive to set the tone, you're the underdog on the other bench. That's hard, isn't it?
Yeah, because you can't bring the home crowd into it because you're counting on that to be a part of your equalizer, ride their momentum. But you have to give them something to cheer for. So now what you're worried about is they're better than we are. We can't get going. Are we about to get blown out?
Good news, still a long way to go. Zerline connects on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. So that winds up a 7-play drive all told. And all of that was capped off by a Jeremy Ruckert touchdown catch. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. Oh, a good-looking return set up here. And it'll be a terrific return here as he gets it down all the way inside the 30.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? Big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
So here come the Patriots to take over for the first time, led out by the rookie, the 3rd overall pick back in April out of UNC, and that's Drake May.
And it's been a long time, but this franchise entered the offseason desperately needing a young quarterback to build around and plan for the future, and they found their guy in Drake May out of North Carolina. Big arm, great mobility, terrific character. He's everything you're looking for in a quarterback. It may bring him along slowly, but I believe in time he will be their QB1 and be there for a long time.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
Here now, 2nd and 4. First carry now for Ramondre Stevenson. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. That's some good tackling there to keep him short of that yellow line.
Yeah, defensively, all I'm thinking is that on that play, get me to 3rd down. Get me into a position where I can make one more play and get my defense off the field.
Here now, 3rd and a yard. They'll throw with May. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And the Patriots are going to have 1st and goal as they try to finish off this drive with 6 points. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
A good pickup there, 7 yards, and it's going to be 2nd and goal now.
That's good hard running right there on 1st and goal. That gets them down to the 2 and puts a lot more pressure on that defense.
Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? Here's May. Eluding the pressure, and they're going to get to him. A sack. Sacked back at the 9-yard line. Will McDonald gets in there to take him down.
When you're this close to the goal line, you got to expect pressure from the defense, so the ball's got to come out fast. Got to get out of his hands quicker.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. To throw, it's May. They'll set up the screen for Gibson. And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. He did his best to just get 4 out of that, but not enough. And now 4th down.
Good reactions there defensively. That screen was a little slow in developing, and they shut that one down with little gain.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. From the right hash, and this one just a chippy. Sly able to put this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Back onto the field come the New York Jets for their second drive. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
I think that's how this defense is going to need to play these tight ends. They got to get right up on them and stay physical. And that paid off on that play, helping force that incompletion.
2nd and 10. Rodgers now to throw. The left side throw complete to Adams. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that. Partner, we've got ourselves a ball game, and those guys on defense, they came to play. Slipped up on their first series, but they're definitely settling in now and letting it be known that points won't come so easy again.
Here's Thomas Morstead on now to punt it away on 4th down. Back deep for New England is Marcus Jones. The call for a fair catch, and it's made at about the 23-yard line. They call it 38 yards on the punt, no return, and the Patriots take over. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. You often say that sort of opens the playbook now, 2nd and short. What do you think, early shot here?
I like where you're going. Obviously, we've been together for a while because you know me. I want to take that shot early and loosen things up.
Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Douglas. No gain on the play. And it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
To the air, May. And that is incomplete.
You absolutely have to have this early on, right? 3rd and short, they elect to throw for it, and that's normal NFL football. They're going to throw on 3rd and short, but you've got to hit it, don't you?
Yeah, in the first quarter, like you said, to set the tone, can't connect there. So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Fair catch called. It's taken in right at the 20-yard line. So possession goes over here on the punt. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he gets too far beyond the line, and that's an easy call for the official. To throw is Rodgers. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. So they'll get 8 out of that completion, and it'll be second down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
From the 24 now, here's second down and 7. Here's Rodgers. Got a man. It's the rookie out of the 3rd round. His first catch, good for 9 and a first down.
Boy, he's tightly wound, tightly constructed like a bowling ball when he catches the football. A huge weapon in the screen game and lives by the name Yak King. Yards after catch reminded me of Golden Tate when he came into the league.
Now Rodgers. And that's to the left sideline and incomplete.
And I could see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Here's second and 10. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. That's a good acceleration there as he's across midfield to the 48-yard line. That good for 19 and a first down. Well, they're making a real first-quarter statement with a run game, no doubt.
For those who remember old-school football, running it, establishing things, seeing backs find holes, get through them, they've got to like what they're seeing from this unit so far. Right now, they've decided to, as you've said, establish the run game, and they've been successful doing it.
Now it's Rodgers. Out right, he's got Ruckert. He'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. 25 yards there on the catch and run.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
As a linebacker, you're taught to stay just slightly behind the ball carrier just in case he makes a cutback. But when you find the gap, shoot it. And he found it all right. Took it straight into the backfield and made the tackle for a loss.
Rodgers going to throw. Throw over the middle. He's got Ruckert. So the completion results there in 9 yards. And now that sets up 3rd and 2.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them a much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They're trying to keep the drive going. This will be play number 8. It's 3rd and 2. They'll run with Hall. And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, the last drive, they went 3 and out.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Anthony Jennings From his outside linebacker spot, gets him down there for a loss of 4.
It's interesting, partner, that most defenses try and guard the 35-yard line actively because they think the way kickers are nowadays, about a 52-yard field goal, they're kind of giving up points. But you get even deeper into territory, you get into the red zone, they're going to guard it even more, which means more pressure, more blitzing.
Now Rodgers. His pass complete to Ruckert. They'll wind up getting 7 on the play. And just like that, it's 3rd down.
And there wasn't much room for the big tight end to do much after the catch. But at least he was able to pick up a solid gain to help his offense continue to move in the right direction.
An extra corner comes on now for the Patriots D on 3rd down. Back to throw. Rodgers. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Keon White got in there for the sack.
We're talking about how teams are so competitively matched and you just want to make those plays that give you an advantage. How about right here? The difference between letting them score a touchdown versus holding them to a field goal, that's absolutely huge with the play he just made.
And you know he hated taking the loss there on 3rd down. So Rodgers will depart, and on is Greg Zuerlein for the Jets field goal. From the left hash, this from 37. Zuerlein's kick is up and through, and they push the lead up to a touchdown now at 10-3. So a nice kick there as they are able to add on to their lead.
And that's exactly what you're looking to do. Maneuver yourself into range. That way, if your drive stalls out, you're able to get something out of it. And they do so right there.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. New England trying to get a place on offense. And Charles, a very uninspired effort the last time we saw them out there was a quick 3-and-out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during a series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
They'll run with Stevenson to begin the drive. And they'll wind up getting this to the 37. Gain of 9.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
So from the 37, here's 2nd down and a yard. Throwing here is May. Open man is Kendrick Bourne. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49. 13 yards on his first catch. It's a 1st down as well.
A little football 101 there. You just see the receiver try to run down the defender, meaning he goes right at him and really trying to move him a little bit towards the center of the field so he can put his foot in the ground and break to the out, to the sideline, and make a catch.
Sideline throw, it's complete. And a nice job there of keeping the toes inbounds. That'll go for a gain of 7, and it'll be 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
2nd catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
Good throw, good catch, but I really like the route. The drag and being able to run away from defenders, hard to stick with them for that long.
Yeah, better against man than zone, or?
Better against man, because now you're running away from someone and you're not running into a defensive player in another zone.
Looking to throw, May. Douglas with a grab over the middle. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
You always worry about those smaller receivers running through that gnarly patch of land in the middle of the field. But he did a really nice job there holding on to the football and protected himself as best he could while completing the play.
They'll look to throw again. He completes it to Henry. So the completion good for 6 yards, and that'll make it second down.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion that would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication, and as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. Gibson here running out of the gun. And he'll be dropped at about the 11 after only a yard.
What an advantage having an elite guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
They work now on 2nd and 9. From the shotgun, May with it. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And they're going to face a 3rd down. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Looking to throw. Flush to his right. That he's brought down short. 2 yards there, needed 4. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. We'll get a report when we return to Foxborough. The offense staying out. They're going to go on 4th and 2. Brissett. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. K.J. Osborne from 4 yards out. And the Patriots' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Well, that's just how they drew it up, CD. His first read was there, got it to him quickly, and into the end zone.
Absolutely excellent execution by all involved. And the coordinator, got to give him credit, found the perfect play call. Quarterback let it fly as soon as the target came free, and his guy made a nice catch. Just how you draw it up in practice and then execute it in the game.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and we are even at 10 apiece. So that one a long 11-play drive, and it's finished off by a Pats touchdown. All level now at 10 apiece as the kick's away. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And they had a long drive last time, but they had to settle for a field goal, and I'm sure that's how it felt to them, settling. They probably should have gotten in the end zone.
Yeah, not out and out joy, right? Because that's what you get when you put the ball in the end zone. But there are benefits to that type of a long drive. Your defense gets a chance to take a break, adjust a little bit, maybe get themselves ready to get back out on the field and play a little bit better. So they'll take the benefit even though they wanted the 6 points.
Yeah, maybe wore down the other defense. We'll see. The Jets with the football here to start the second quarter, as they've got it with a 2nd down and 2 coming up. Here's Rodgers to throw. Throwing quickly to Wilson. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a 1st down.
And the throw and the catch were just fine, but against zone coverage when you run a drag route, what you're hoping for is he makes the catch and makes someone miss, and they don't there. Very difficult route to run when everyone has their eyes back towards the quarterback and they're able to see the route develop.
Throwing is Rodgers. This completes a Corley. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
What I love about watching the passing game nowadays is that the one-dimensional receiver is really starting to leave the game. You've got to be able to do it all. Of course, you got to run fast. Of course, you got to catch the ball. But route running savvy and toughness, there's a premium for all of that now.
Over the middle and complete to Wilson. And he's taken down inside the 30. They'll get 13 yards for the 2nd play in a row.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
And again, it's Rodgers. Buying time to his left. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The coverage may be too good that time as he breaks away for 19 with his legs and a 1st down.
Partner, there's a downside to everything, and the danger of man coverage is if you're locking down your target, you often turn your back to the quarterback and you don't see him. Sometimes you open up a big lane for him to hit you for big yardage, and that was an astute play by him to scramble out, see that lane, and burn them for a 1st down.
Rodgers now to throw. And it's caught. Touchdown. From 8 yards out. And the Jets have taken the lead.
All drives that result in points hurt a defense. But when they are the sustained variety, play after play, and they just can't get off the field and stop them, that can be demoralizing.
Zerline now for the PAT. He's got it as they go up by a total of 17-10. That time a 6-play drive, and it ends with a Jet touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. New England's offense set to go. A long drive last time out for this offense, Charles. If you remember, they started basically in the shadows of their own end zone, marched it down the field, and a lot of that was through the passing game.
And partner, as a former defensive back, I'm having almost a physical reaction watching what's happening right now. But let's give credit where it's due because they've done an excellent job moving the ball through the air. Secondary getting picked apart pass by pass. Obviously, they need to make some adjustments there on the back end.
And because offensively, we know that they're not going to be shy about throwing that football. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. The catch and run, good for 18 and a 1st down.
And maybe that touchdown on the previous drive has re-energized this offense a little bit. They've been kind of sluggish until then, but they're showing signs of life here, and they get good yardage that time and a first down.
To throw, it's May. Open man, that's Henry. And he's brought down. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down.
Many different ways to create space, but on that play, he did it with that big, wide body of his. Didn't get a whole lot of yardage on the play, but it did what it was supposed to, pick up a first down.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To the air, May. This one caught by Osborne, right side. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. Well, they had a gain of 10 last time, now a gain of 20 here.
Well, so far, little to no resistance by the defense on this drive alone. 3 passes, 3 completions, 3 first downs. They're taking it to him, and it's paying off.
Shotgun handoff to Gibson. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
So the first down run lost a couple. Now they come up 2nd and 12. On play action, May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This is 3rd down and 12. And he's going to be taken down here. A sack back at the 32. C.J. Mosley, the linebacker, making sure his presence is felt. So not only do you not get the first down, but you've also made things a lot more difficult on your field goal kicker.
Yeah, they're still in range, but you're exactly right, because you know the kicker's over there saying, thanks a lot, you just made my job a little tougher, because when he kicks it now, he'll kick it lower because he's got to get more distance. That means there's more jeopardy for the ball to get tipped or blocked.
Field goal unit and Joey Sly now. He was true on his first. This a tough one from 49 yards away. Sly able to put this one through. And that will cut this lead back down to 4 now. It's 17-13. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. The Jets taking over again. Breece Hall making his way out with the offense. He's over 40 yards here in the second quarter. Been nice and effective for them, hasn't he?
He has definitely been dependable, and really shouldn't underestimate what he's getting done here, because anytime you're on a pace that's going to approach 100 yards, you've really done some damage in an NFL game.
And now he's looking just to add to his totals. Rodgers and the Jets now with a 1st and 10 at the 31-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. Open man here is Conklin. That's good. The completion there for 7 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
And his play caller does a nice job of giving him an easy throw to start this drive, and he takes advantage of it. The completion sets up a manageable 2nd down.
From the 38 now, here's 2nd and 3. They'll give to Hall. And he's going to be stopped up quickly here. Just a yard up to the 39. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
2 yards still to go. 3rd down now. Ball again. And he's got the first down as he's up to the 45-yard line. 57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And then the next breath they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
They made a nice effort to stick him with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
2nd and 9. Here's Rodgers. Incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Now it's Rodgers. He's going to float this one deep right side. And this is caught. Touchdown, Jets. Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. And the Jets add 6 to their lead.
Well, if the plan is to come in here and go toe-to-toe with these guys, it certainly does not hurt if you hit them with a big shout along the way, too.
That's got to give them some confidence. And the other thing right now, it quiets this crowd, at least for the time being.
Yeah, that is what is called the intended consequence of their actions.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. A drive that time of 6 plays. And it was capped off by a touchdown pass to Breece Hall. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. And now out come the Patriots. And tough to win games if you're going field goal, field goal, field goal here. They got field goal last time. Now they'll be looking for a touchdown.
They're looking for the big chunk now because, as you noted, the field goal way of doing it makes it that much harder and puts more pressure on every possession for you now. Go ahead and get 6 and feel a lot more comfortable about the position they're in.
Bigger chunks. We'll see if they can get the score. The drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. And that to the 30. It'll be 2nd down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
2nd and 6. They'll throw with May. He finds Douglas complete. 5th catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down. Here's May. Open man is Osborne. And he goes down, but not before getting this inside the 25. That one good for 37 yards.
He scored their touchdown earlier, and this had a chance to be another. This secondary scrambled for answers, looking at each other, trying to figure out who is going to put the clamps on this guy, because right now, he's absolutely shredding them.
So the big play gets them all the way down to the outskirts of the red zone here for 1st and 10. They go play action now. May. Oh, and that is incomplete.
And that's where you're counting on a receiver's size being an advantage. They were hoping he could go over the top of a smaller DB and haul that one in. A good thought, but that time it didn't work out.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, Gibson. And able to get about 3 as he's taken down right at the 20. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. They'll drop the throw. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Complete. Hunter Henry with a grab. And he will cover up as he's touched down after a short gain.
It's vitally important to wrap him up immediately because if you let that big guy get ahead of steam up, boy, then you've got real trouble trying to get him down.
But they're able to hold him to a short gain on first down. 7 yards left for 2nd down. Ball at the 10. May now off the bootleg. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Kendrick Bourne from 10 yards out. And the Patriots have got it back to within a score. Well, with this rookie QB, we talk a lot about his ball placement and how good he can be at laying it right in there. I think we just saw, Charles, though, the strength of that arm. That was an absolute rifle for the completed touchdown.
It absolutely was, and let's face it, you think he was really ready to get that first touchdown? Absolutely. He threw that pass with authority, just as you described. Big-time arm right there, and let's face it, a lot of quarterbacks used to be pitchers in baseball. The fastball was usually their best pitch, and we saw it there.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and the lead is down to 4. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. Well, now how about this return? And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line. The Jets offense and Breece Hall headed out onto the field. And he has been a big component of the passing game so far. You see the numbers for this first half. This defense is going to need to find some way to key in on him because he is eating them up right now. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Then confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Hall want to give up the middle. Oh, and that one well designed as he'll take this down to the 30-yard line. 69 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. They'll go again with Hall. And he's got it down to the 28.
Oh, that's a real nice job there by the defensive front. They just engaged and held their ground. But how about the guy who made the play? We often talk about whether they take a good first step or not. Many times you just don't take any step. Just get your feet moving, get your body going, and then once he made the read, he was able to make the play.
Straight ahead is Hall. Dances by at the 20. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. They'll run with Allen. And he's going to push his way down to about the 12. 7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave him with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
2nd down and 3. Now they'll throw with Rodgers. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And the Jets are going to have a 1st and goal as the tackle is made at about the 5. They'll run with Hall. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's 2nd down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
One more time with Hall. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Breece Hall with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half, as his guys are able to extend their lead. They go I formation, fullback leads the way for the touchdown. Sort of a lost art, isn't it?
It really is, but sometimes when you're able to bring it back and use it against other teams, they're not prepared for it. They haven't seen it in a while, and now you gain an advantage, and we just saw that advantage result in a touchdown.
Zerline now for the PAT. And that one pushes the lead up to 11. So that drive takes him down the field in 8 plays. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And a good effort on the return there. Gets him across the 30, up to the 33. The Patriots offense and Drake May headed back onto the field. And he's done everything you could have asked for coming in. He's spread it around. He hasn't taken many chances. And he's potentially on his way to a big game throwing the football. The Pats at the line, ready to go. A strong showing their last time out. They scored the touchdown, but Charles, they look up and they're still down double digits, so you feel like just to keep pace, this drive probably needs to end in the end zone as well.
Yeah, and I think the best move for them is to not worry about how far they are down on the scoreboard, but to just remember the last drive and how it ended. Go ahead and try and repeat that. Then you can look at the scoreboard and see where this game is. We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Open man, the tight end Henry. And he'll get this one down near the 20-yard line, just shy of the 20. That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Throwing here is May. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
From the 21, it's 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, May. And it's incomplete.
What will look like a march to the end zone has hit a momentary roadblock with that incompletion. No need to panic. They just got to come up with a high percentage play call and see if they can get their offense back on track.
This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. From the shotgun, May with it. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete.
With a rookie quarterback out there, you're definitely going to find out how he handles adversity, because this one so far hasn't gone according to plan. He's got to fight through it and show him what he's made.
I believe they buzzed down. They're going to take another look at this play, with all reviews coming from the replay official here in the final 2 minutes of the half. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
Sly on for the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. 5 plays there on that drive. And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. The Jets offense and their running back getting set for this next possession. And as a play caller, when you've got a guy who's running like this, you lean on him and your offensive line. He's had big hole after big hole to run through in this first half. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. And we are hitting the home stretch here toward halftime. And to this point, this has been an exciting offensive explosion for both sides.
I think everyone in the stadium is going to have to regroup a little bit, including the two of us. Yeah, I think we have to get a little oxygen, relax a little bit, and see what we can get going for the second half. The same as these teams, because right now everything's working really well. Can someone come up with something to slow them down?
Yeah, both defenses back on their heels. From up near the 40 now after the big play to start, here's another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. From the gun, it's Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he's got another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 41-yard line. Rodgers going to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Another first down as they call his number again. He's got 15 yards here.
And what a nice example there of a tight end doing exactly what he needs to do. How about how he worked his way to the outside, made sure he secured the catch, and then anything after that, we count that as a bonus. And indeed, he gets enough for the first down.
And that's complete to Adams. Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. This 2nd and 4. Now Rodgers. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. What a methodical drive this is turning out to be. That time 9 yards, and the sticks move again. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. And again, it's Rodgers. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's 2nd down. And with just 4 seconds left in this first half, a timeout call. So with 4 seconds to go in the half, here's the field goal unit onto the field. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Zerline's kick is up and through, and that'll make this a 7-point game. So a capper there to a pretty good first half.
And I love the way that they put a chokehold on the clock and pretty much drained everything before they put the field goal on the board as they headed into the half.
So barring a touchback, this likely the final act of the half as the kick is away. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback. They'll throw now on the final play. He's going to loft it deep right sideline. And that is incomplete. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
In the first half, we saw some great play from Jets quarterback Aaron Rodgers. He's over 300 yards passing already as he's looking to possibly put his name in the record book.
All right, Coach, thanks. Yeah, both teams likely to make some changes in what's been a closely fought battle to this point. Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Now the Patriots going to take over here to start quarter number 3. Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
And he's going to have a Patriots first down as the tackle made at about the 38.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
He'll take it past the 40 to the 41, second down.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And they'll come up 2nd and 7. A give up the middle to Gibson. And he'll be pretty well stopped in his tracks. Give him a yard up to the 42. They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains. To throw, it's May. That is caught. And that's going to be another first down as the tackle made at the Jets' 45-yard line. 12 yards on 3rd down as the drive rolls on.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them. And these guys have been taking advantage so far.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. A handoff for Gibson. Oh, what a move. And he's got this down to the 35. 10 more there and another first down.
We don't talk about it very often, but sometimes there's a dip in intensity when you start the second half, which can manifest itself in some sloppy tackling. And how about right there? He ran right through that weak tackle attempt.
From the gun, it's May. Well, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
Here's 2nd and 10 now from the 35. The tight end Henry here in motion. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. And that play went nowhere. Losing yardage. It'll be back at the 36. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
With his size, he's a tough man to bring down, but they do a nice job there stopping his progress and not allowing him to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A long way to go here on 3rd down for the 8th play of the drive. To the air, May. And the pass to Henry is intercepted. And the Jets will take over possession here up at the 44. Tough one there. First drive of the 3rd quarter, throw an interception, and now a chance that they could be in even a bigger hole if they can convert this into points.
Yeah, but how good do you feel if you're that defensive coordinator right now? Because you just know that the head coach looked at him and said, turn him loose, big man. And he's been able to take a few extra chances playing with this type of a lead, and boy, it paid off.
The visitors' offense and Aaron Rodgers getting set for their next drive. And as we show you some of the highlights from earlier, he has been instrumental in getting his guys the lead as he looks to finish strong and close this one out. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. They'll start in excellent field position following the INT. It's caught here by Adams. And he's brought down. Nice way to start the drive, a gain of 12 and a first down.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
Now Rodgers. He gets that to the longtime Charger. It's Mike Williams. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
Now a play fake. Rodgers. Oh, he had a man running free, but he overshot him, and it's incomplete.
And in an afternoon where just about everything's gone right, there's an unlikely sight there. He's got a receiver all alone downfield, and he just overshoots him.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Rodgers again now. And he'll find Hall. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. That's good for 28 yards.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw, just a little dump off over the middle. But what it is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. Touchdown! 4 touchdown passes now for Aaron Rodgers. And the Jets go up by 2 touchdowns.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the second half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Now Zerline on to add the extra point. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. So that drive spanned 5 plays, and it's finished off by a New York Jets touchdown. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
He finds Douglas complete. And he's able to get this one up to his 30 before he's out of bounds. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it's 2nd down. They like going to him in the slot. He catches another one.
I think this comes under the heading of until they stop him, why not go back to him? He has something going really well. Great working relationship with the guy throwing the ball, and they keep making the connection.
Over the middle, complete. It's Douglas. 7 catches for him now, and this last one, a first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's May. Escaping the pressure right. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. The escapability in evidence there is that one good for 15 and a first.
As we both know, there was a lot that went into why they made him their first-round pick this year, and part of it was what they saw in college, his playmaking ability when things break down. As soon as he saw he wasn't getting a lane to throw, he pivoted and found an alternate way to the marker.
They'll throw with May. Throw left side complete. That's Douglas. It'll go as a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up second down. Here's a give to Gibson. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. 52 yards on the ground for him now on 9 carries.
I'm okay with the call there. In fact, I actually like it. I know they're down a couple of scores, but the running game worked in that situation. I would continue to go in that direction.
Back to throw now on first down. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
He didn't just deny a big throw there. He broke that one up in the red zone. An excellent play, one that may help save points on the board when this drive is over.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. A carry for Gibson. He is taken down at the 21 after a short gain of 2.
We talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
On third down, he'll drop to throw.
They'll set up the screen for Gibson.
And he's going to get this to about the 20, but that is well short of what he needed. They'll get only a yard out of that, and it'll bring up 4th down.
Boy, that was certainly well read defensively. And the key to any screenplay is space to work. And there was none to be found there, and they tackle him for just a short gain.
Sly able to put this one through.
And that will get the disadvantage now back down to 11.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the made field goal, here's Sly to kick this one away. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. The visitors' offense and their quarterback set to take the field once more. And he's been a nightmare to scheme against throughout this one. This defense has been totally taken apart, and that is borne out in his numbers. He's been terrific all game long. The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Now Hall to start the drive. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
I know that speed is the hallmark of today's NFL game, but the key to good rushing defense is still having your linebackers set the edge.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Throwing now is Rodgers.
They'll set up the screen for Hall.
Ooh, the juke. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. It'll go as a gain of 11 and a Jets first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
On 1st and 10, it's Hall. And space tough to come by there as he'll get maybe a yard to the 37.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
Here's Rodgers. He finds his man, complete. That's Adams. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
And now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Here's a give to Hall. Oh, an absolutely filthy juke. He's got some space now. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
106 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Yeah, another good run there. He's been such a big part of their success here this afternoon. And that last carry, it puts him over 100 yards now for the day.
On play action, Rodgers.
He finds Wilson.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20.
Just picking up yardage in bunches here these last few plays. They have moved right down the field, and just like that, they're going to be set up with a 1st and goal.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Yeah, he'll work free from 1 tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down.
It'll be a pickup of 4, and it brings up 2nd and goal.
And now defensively, you have to look at this like the game's on the line. It's just the third quarter, but another touchdown given up here could really spell an end to their chances, so they need to toughen up and keep them out of the end zone.
To throw is Rodgers. Did he get the feet down? Yes! Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers on fire, his 5th touchdown pass of the ball game, as his guys are able to push that lead out a bit further.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical, that's one of the words you've taught me, and they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the third quarter.
Not only pulling away, but you mentioned that slowly but surely. You also drain clock, too, with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
Zerline good with a PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive goes 8 plays.
And Devontae Adams able to finish things with a touchdown reception.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Here's Gibson to start the drive.
He'll get a nice chunk there on the first down run, and it's 2nd and 4.
Well, it's time for them to be good teammates right here, and what I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while, get at least 2 first downs, give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
And from the 34, here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw, May.
Got his man complete over the middle. It's Henry.
And Henry's going to pick up a Patriots first down as he gets this up past the 40.
7 yards there, good enough to move the sticks.
And the tight end is certainly a position built to move the chains because they can control space underneath. If they've got good hands, then, of course, they're a dynamic target. But one other thing is they're right in the sight lines of a quarterback on just about every play. And that makes it easier for the quarterback to pick him out and deliver.
The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
Now, that was a quality play to start a new set of downs. That was simply an offensive line winning the battle up front and winning in a big way and giving their guy in the backfield a nice lane to hit.
Ball spotted at the 45. Here's a 2nd down and 6. Throwing here is May. And the Jets pressure too much as down he goes. They push him back 8 yards that time on 2nd down. And that sack, Charles, just looked like a case where a speedy defensive end is a little bit quicker than the offensive tackle.
Yeah, it makes it difficult for a tackle to determine what exactly to do. Do you do the kick slide and try and get back in the pocket and meet him there? Do you meet him on the line of scrimmage where they call a quick set? In any event, right now, he's having his troubles.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. They'll look to throw. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. And he'll only get this to the 47. He needed a few more yards to pick up the first. They pick up 10, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
And that's a play that's not uncommon on 3rd and long because the offense is just hoping that somehow they can get a guy in space and follow some blockers downfield. Does a pretty nice job there getting a few yards, but he ends up getting stopped before he can get the 1st down.
And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And it's out of bounds. Now we'll see what the side judge says. He says out at the 8-yard line.
New York's offense back out there and set to go. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset.
So well done there, and these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do, and now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Here's Rodgers to throw. Called out a gain of 5 as the clock ticks inside of 2 minutes to go now in the 3rd.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
From the gun, it's Rodgers. And that's incomplete.
I would describe the way that he's played today as mature. He's already moved on mentally from that incompletion, and he's more than ready to throw his next pass downfield.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Rodgers now to throw.
Throwing quickly there, but it's incomplete.
I like the call. It looked like the right time to dial up a running back screen, but this one got disrupted right from the start and ends up falling incomplete.
Here's Thomas Morstead now, standing about a yard deep in his own end zone. On the return is Jones. Oh, look at the juke.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards.
And this offense takes over in great shape right at the 50, 1st and 10.
The Patriot offense back out, getting set to go. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone.
Very good starting position for the Patriot offense as they come up 1st and 10 right at the 50-yard line.
Gibson here running out of the gun.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage.
C.J. Mosley getting to him behind the line of scrimmage there.
But if these guys are going to chop into that deficit, they're going to have to do a much better job in the run game. Caught behind the line of scrimmage, no yardage to be found.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. He'll drop to throw. Short pass caught by Henry.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
They'll run with Gibson.
And he's going to have the first down, yardage to the 35. Give him 6 yards, and they do convert on third.
Brandon, what were they thinking on defense there? They looked like they were playing for the pass. That was 3rd and short. Yeah, it was an easy pickup because they handed it to him. That was way too easy.
Just looked like absolute confusion defensively. Not sure why they were in that set.
Yeah, I'd say you ought to have a few men in the box there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10.
And he'll be taken down after a decent gain, and that will bring us to the end of this 3rd quarter of play. We have played 3 quarters. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now in Foxborough. It's Patriot football, but they trail here as we begin the 4th quarter.
Ball on the 27. Here's 2nd and 2. Shotgun handoff to Gibson.
It'll be a gain of 2 on the play, but they'll remain a few inches short here with 3rd down looming.
But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
On 3rd down, here's Gibson.
Nifty move.
And a strong run there as he'll maneuver his way down inside the 15.
That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
Brandon, unfortunately, I've been here before. They've had 2 opportunities to stop them, so this is demoralizing. They haven't gotten it done. Now you're calling all your blitzes, all your attack defenses, but you're not worried about playing your normal position. You're going to take chances now.
Well, you said it. 2 3rd down opportunities to get off the field. Couldn't do it, and the clock continues to... And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. Hunter Henry, a 14-yard touchdown.
And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you'd kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Slide for the PAT.
And that one makes this an 11-point deficit now. So this drive spans 7 plays, and it ends with a New England touchdown.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a decent return out to the 27-yard line. So now out comes this offense led by their quarterback as they take over once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Well, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run. but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Throwing is Rodgers. And he completes it to Wilson. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
New England on 3rd down. They've hit 4 of 7. They're looking at 3rd and a few inches. On play action, now Rodgers. And that's complete to Adams.
And he is going to have a Jets first down, and he'll have it by plenty as they're able to keep the drive alive on 3rd and inches.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here. Down late, tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. Such a tough position to defend near the line, even when you add a second defender, but the big man shrugged off the extra body and made the play call a success.
Ball right on the 50-yard line. Here's 2nd and 3.
From midfield, here's Rodgers.
Throwing for the out route, he finds Wilson.
That, I believe, will put him over 100 yards receiving for the game. Yes, it will. And he's got a first down to boot. Working from the gun, Rodgers. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Nice progress down the field was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Now a 2nd and 10.
Now it's Rodgers.
This completes to Corley.
And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 29-yard line. The Jet passing game in rhythm. They've got another first.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on the offense because to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
And again, it's Rodgers.
That's caught left side. Ruckert with it.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And they'll be left with a 2nd and about a foot.
The passing game continues to be their friend. Even with a stable lead here in the 4th, Charles, they're going back to that well.
Yeah, with their overall philosophy, you know that they trust their quarterback. He's been able to throw it well. They continue to throw these safe passes. Who can blame them?
And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown.
Breece Hall
Taking it in from the 20.
And the Jets have pretty well put it away here in the 4th quarter. Well, I've heard you use the term put-away drive, and that right there seemed like the definition of a put-away drive.
Yeah, it certainly just pops right up out of the book, doesn't it? Because up 2 scores already, just wanted to possess the football, keep converting and picking up first downs. And if the drive ends in 3 points, that's terrific. If it ends in a touchdown, fantastic.
Zerline now for the PAT. And the lead is up to 18 now. So that drive consumes 9 plays all told.
And it was capped off by a Breece Hall touchdown run.
Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped at the 23-yard line. New England's offense set to go. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, it's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that's playing at an elite level.
You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10.
To throw, it's May.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10.
To the air, May. Setting up a screen for Stevenson.
And he is going to lose yardage here. This will wind up a loss on the play, and it'll be 4th down.
Partner, when you see a screen pass and the defensive tackle ends up making the play, you know that one wasn't sold well at all because he should be upfield by the time you throw the pass. If not, you end up with big trouble, as we just saw right there.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out.
That is caught.
And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. No reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Well, give them credit. They're going to stay and fight this out to the end. 4th down, you've got to go for it. And they not only convert, but pick up some good yardage as well.
So in Jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10, right at the 40.
Here's May. Pass complete once again to Bourne.
And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a 2nd and just a few inches left.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route, and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender away from the football and give the quarterback a really nice target.
That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
He certainly isn't looking at the scoreboard out there because, to me, all he's concerned about is analyzing the field and making most of the time left in this game. Deficit's still there, but he's starting to hit them with some big plays.
Now a 1st and 10 at the 11.
Douglas, the man in motion.
Now a fake on the jet sweep, and they'll instead run up the middle.
And he'll be brought down this time at the 5-yard line. It's a 6-yard pickup, but it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
From the 5, 2nd and 4. Straight ahead, Gibson.
And he's over the line and into the end zone for a Patriots score.
Antonio Gibson.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Patriots get a bit closer.
That almost looked too easy, and I think thanks goes to the offensive line for making it look easy.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one. I'm not sure how much everyone understands the preparations that go into a game for an offensive line, because there's a reason that running backs and quarterbacks give them big gifts at the end of a season after a big year. The consistency and the continuity it takes to know each other and execute their blocks is pretty impressive.
Extra point by Sly is up and good.
And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. So that drive in total 8 plays. And it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Now this offense headed back out, captained, of course, by their quarterback. And he has been masterful so far in leading this offense. He's kept the mistakes to a minimum. He's been on point with his passes, and he's generally been one step ahead of this defense all game long. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. If they can score here, they have a chance to make this a 3-possession game and all but put things to bed. Throwing quickly to Wilson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. First play of the drive, a success, 19 yards.
Well, how about this aggressive approach? Got the lead, fourth quarter, continuing to throw the football. Are you thinking about Super Bowl 51? Atlanta had the lead against New England, and they ended up giving it up?
I was going to say don't say it, but you did say it.
I did, didn't I?
Yeah, anybody watching Atlanta, our apologies. He dumps this one off here to Hall. Call it a gain of 6 on the play, and that will bring up second down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. It's caught here by Adams. He's now just 3 yards shy of 197 yards receiving on the contest and a first down.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Keon White picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Impressive individual effort there. No one was going to stop him around the edge.
Yeah, no doubt about it. And that's why if you play in a 4-3 base and you're a defensive end, that's why you get the big bucks. They count on you to do everything. Defend the run and, of course, get to the quarterback.
Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Throwing now is Rodgers. A short throw to Conklin, the tight end. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. That good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Well, normally you might say start running the football. You've got the lead here in the fourth quarter, but the way that they've passed it with such success, I don't know, maybe keep throwing it.
Yeah, I think you brought up something that goes against conventional wisdom, right? In this stage of the game, you would think you would switch to a running attack, but you're exactly right. They've thrown it so well throughout the game. And trusting this quarterback, I think he continued to do so.
A give running right is Hall. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
Now Rodgers. And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
8th play of the drive forthcoming, and they need 8 yards on 3rd down. Out of the gun, they run it with Hall. And he's going to be stopped well short of what he needed as the tackle is made at the 18-yard line. 3 yards won't be enough here as that'll bring up 4th down.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult for him in that situation.
Zerline's kick is up and through, and that will extend their lead even further. So that maybe not a knockout blow, but I suppose certainly every little bit helps when you're trying to salt one away in the fourth.
Well, the possibility of being beaten by 2 late touchdowns or at least sent to overtime does exist. but time, definitely a big factor at this stage of the game, is in their favor.
Morstead, the punter, out to kick it off. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. They'll throw with May. That one on the money to Bourne downfield. And he'll be taken down, but not before they reach the 50. A good pickup there, a 22.
All right, this is the time of the game where they're down a couple of scores, and they've really got to get some yards in chunks, and they know the defense doesn't want to give those up, but they've got to find a way to take them anyway.
Now the question is, can they string a few of those together? From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. They'll find Osborne here. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
24 yards the gain there. Another first down as well.
Good yardage on the completion there, and when they look at the scoreboard, they do understand a field goal is not going to do them any good. My guess, they're going to press the ball downfield as far as possible, try and throw it into the end zone and get a score because they know they've got to get that done and get the ball back as quickly as possible.
On 1st and 10, it's Gibson. Down to the 22-yard line.
When you find that kind of yardage, you couldn't be more confident as a ball carrier. And guess what? You're going to go back and tell your offensive coordinator, I'd like to keep carrying it, thank you.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down.
Looking to throw. May. Over the middle, he gets it to Gibson.
And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The Patriot passing game is rolling. They've got another first down.
But correct me if I'm wrong. You're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
This will be caught at about the 5. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and that'll bring up 2nd down.
And they go play action with May.
He'll buy some time right. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown.
Drake May.
A 5-yard touchdown run.
And the Pats have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th.
And this is a balancing act for a head coach with a rookie quarterback. You've got to walk a line with him. You don't want him getting happy feet, but you also don't want to rein in what worked for him in college. And here, he pulls it down, takes it himself, and takes it into the end zone.
Now Joey Sly for the point after.
And that'll cut the lead down now to a touchdown. So the drive there took 6 plays, and it's finished off with a 5-yard touchdown run.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
The New York offense taking over for their next possession. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to, and it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
So it's Jets football as we get you reset here.
We couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, one-score game, 1st and 10 here. And strong running there as he's across midfield and down to the 49.
And quickly, we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10.
Here's Hall again.
And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Second and 12, and you'd have to assume another all-out effort to stop the run is coming.
Hall want to give up the middle. And he will have a Jets first down, and that should just about do it.
And they take a knee.
The offense knew it. They were already starting to walk back as that one is accepted.
The Jets, with victory seemingly in hand, they take the knee. Rodgers will take a knee here, and that should be all she wrote. Well, taking that knee, maybe just a sigh of relief. They withstood a big fourth-quarter comeback. Able to hold on, though.
Certainly looked like they had things going their way, didn't it? In the fourth quarter, they had to just hold on. As you said, furious assault on them, but they were able to get it done, take a knee, and head to the locker room with a win.
Here's Morstead now as he sends this one away.
What a game we were treated to in this one. And on that final play, they had a chance. They had the ball just beyond midfield for one final shot, but couldn't get it done, and they suffered the loss.
Yeah, and you mentioned how they had a chance on that final play, and getting it to midfield gave them that opportunity, hoping they could find their way to the end zone and make that miracle happen. A really good ending to an entertaining contest, though.
So that'll do it for us. For Charles Davis and all our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL on EA Sports. And with that, we say so long from Foxborough.